So you're probably wondering why Vladimir Putin hates me. Well, he thinks I set him up, but it's a classic case of when you get liquored up, you need to shut the up. It all started at the G8. It was the first day. People were mingling, and people were talking about what was going to happen in all the breakout sessions during the time of the conference. And then next thing you know, Mike Pence goes, "Oh my God, I forgot to edit the articles for Playboy. I don't think we're going to make it to press." And a panic went over the room, all over the room, because people need their Playboy. That could cause a global revolution. So all the world leaders were worried. So they asked him, "Can you do it now?" And he was like, "I don't have time to do it now. I have all my obligations for the G8. So you're probably wondering, well, why is Mike Playboy Pence the editor for Playboy? Well, he's the perfect person for it, actually. Because, well, he's vice president, that job, you don't do that much. And second, he's the perfect person for the job because at Playboy you have the article side and then you have the girls. And people on the article side are always trying to get a look at the girls. Well, when Mike Pence started doing it, they didn't have that problem, and it ran smooth and efficiently, and Playboy got out to the press and no one had any problems. But he just forgot, and now what are we going to do? So I stepped up and said I would do the editing and get it done in time so it gets out the press and there'll be no global revolution, and a global catastrophe could be avoided. So they put me in a room and they put a couple Secret Service agents there so no one would disturb me. And so then I'm working away, mostly grammar stuff, but I'm working away, getting stuff done. And next thing you know, Vladimir Putin comes stumbling in the room. And I mean stumbling. He was pickled to the last gill. And he's like, "Trump." And I'm like, "I'm not Trump." He's like, "Trump." And the Secret Service people are like, "He's not Trump." He's like, "You're Trump, and I need to tell you something." And they were going to just get him out of the room, and I said, just let him talk. He can't be that much, can't be that long, and I'll get back to work. So he starts talking. Vladimir Putin, that is. He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interfere. I didn't know it was going to cause all these problems for you." And then I interrupt. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you saying you interfered with the 2016 election? He's like, no, not that. I didn't do that. I'm the reason the Kardashians have a show. I put up all the money and I twisted some arms of the network, literally, to get them their show. I thought the show wouldn't do well or do anything, really, and I'd collect the insurance money. It was a hustle. But the show did do something, and I am collecting more money than the insurance money I would have gotten, but it's caused a lot of heartache for a lot of people. And then they brought in Kanye, which made it worse. So I just want to apologize. Well, what Vladimir didn't know is that there was a camera to the main ballroom. And all the world leaders heard the reason why they have to deal with the Kardashians and Kanye is because of Vladimir Putin. They were pissed. So they thought they should arrest him and bring him over to The Hague and try him for crimes against humanity. But cooler heads prevailed, and they decided just to kick him out of the G8, and that's how Russia got kicked out of the G8, and that's why it's called the G7 now. And the Americans who were there, the American delegation started calling back to the United States with this bombshell about Putin, and Congress got involved, and then there was an emergency session of Congress, and that's how the sanctions against Russia were employed or put out there and voted on and passed. And then the people who didn't get their way with him and charging him with crimes against humanity decide, well, we're going to kick that Russia out of the Olympics. Everyone thinks it was a doping scandal. No, it was because of Vladimir Putin giving us the Kardashians and Kanye. That's why Russia's been kicked out of the Olympics, and I think they're still out of the next one. So now all this negativity has happened to Russia, And Vladimir thinks it's my fault because I didn't tell him there was a camera in the room. I just wanted to get the guy out of there. I didn't know what he was going to say. So I think Mr. Putin needs to learn the major lesson here, or the primary lesson here, is when you get liquored up, you need to shut the up